There's been this huge rumor going around the last week or so that NASCAR is close to signing a fourth manufacturer. Is there any merit to this rumor, or is this all just a bunch of wishful thinking? How's it going, y'all? My name is Eric and welcome to Out of the Groove. Still on the go, haven't left Charlotte quite yet, but this is the last time you'll be seeing this hotel room. I know, it feels like we've grown up together in this small room, but no, we have a lot to talk about today. There's a huge rumor going around. Larry McReynolds, I think, responded to yesterday's video. We gotta talk about that. But first, this episode is sponsored by Howie Spiked. Spiked lemonade, spiked tea, spiked half and half. Check this out. They've gone all in on a NASCAR integration. Check out this limited edition Pocono Raceway themed can. That's awesome. 100% capacity at the Pocono doubleheader this weekend means 100% fun. Crack open a can and start your adventure. They've been giving away tickets to the Pocono weekend on their Instagram. I really do like this Pocono themed can. It looks really, really great. And it tastes delicious as well. You know, I don't drink a whole lot of like spiked lemonade or anything like that, but I gotta say, this is pretty dang good. This may have converted me. But yes, that's Howie Spiked. Their website is down below. They've got all sorts of different products. This is delicious. So I highly recommend the spiked half and half, especially with these limited edition Pocono Raceway stylized cans. That's pretty awesome. Thank you to Howie's for sponsoring this episode of Out of the Groove. Check them out for yourself. That link is down in the description below. Now, firstly, before we discuss the huge rumor that's been spreading, we gotta address something I mentioned in yesterday's video. You know, yesterday's video was all about the news that Jeff Gordon is leaving the Fox booth. He'll take on a vice chairman role at Hendrick Motorsports beginning next season. I said in that video, according to past reports and rumors, that Larry McReynolds was unlikely to step back into the Fox Sports booth because word on the street said Larry McReynolds preferred not to travel, 20 weeks a year from track to track, and instead preferred his home base in Charlotte, working from the Fox studio there. Well, I don't know. Larry McReynolds may have seen my video yesterday because he seemed to respond to it last night on Twitter. Maybe he was just responding to other people tweeting about it and things like that, but here's what Larry Mack said last night. Jeff Gordon has been an amazing teammate for the last 6 years, and I'm a better analyst because of working with him. I want to clear two things up. I've never said I don't want to travel to the track, and as far as retirement, even semi, I have no plans as long as God blesses me. So that opens up a whole new possibility. If Larry McReynolds is willing to go out on the road next year and call races from the booth, a Mike Joy, Larry Mack, and Clint Boyer booth, sign me up. I'd love to give it a shot, even if it's only for a year or two, who knows. So I just want to throw that out there. I still like the idea of Jamie McMurray going into the booth next year, but again, if Larry's available, give it a shot. I love Larry McReynolds. More Larry can't be a bad thing. So I just wanted to mention that, sort of an addendum to yesterday's episode. Thank you for clearing things up, Larry. That's awesome. Now, we do have to get to other rumors, more current, modern rumors. I think these rumors really began about a week ago now. I know I've been out of town, I've had a hard time keeping up with uploads, but about a week ago, Adam Stern from Sports Business Journal reported that, according to sources, NASCAR is exploring the concept of starting an all-electric companion series in the coming years, as it tries to adapt to a rapidly changing automotive market. Now, this opens up a whole new can of worms. Is this realistic? I think it is, and I think it's a smart business decision, especially since it won't be replacing the NASCAR Cup Series. It may eventually effectively replace, like, the ARCA Series, or maybe it kind of cuts into Xfinity a little bit, I don't know. But either way, an all-electric series in this day and age, I think is smart for business. I think you'll have manufacturers lining up to get involved, to invest and compete in that series, so I think it's a smart business decision purely from that perspective. And, let's face it, the future of cars, of street cars, is more electrical components. So anything that starts to bridge that gap in the NASCAR world, I fully support. Now, the logistics of where it fits into the NASCAR ecosystem, like how does it schedule compare to Xfinity Cup, trucks, ARCA, will they race on the same tracks? Will similar drivers and teams compete? Will this be a US only series, or will this maybe be a worldwide? Maybe this happens over in Europe. I have no idea. But either way, I think it's very smart of NASCAR officials to be exploring the possibility of an all-electric series. I think that's a great idea. But after this report, rumors began to circulate that NASCAR is actually really close to signing a fourth manufacturer. In addition to Ford, Chevy, and Toyota, a fourth OEM is close to entering the Cup Series. That's the rumor that's been going around. I don't really know where it started. Adam Stern put this tweet out a few days ago as well. NASCAR declined to comment on industry chatter that it has made significant progress recently in its bid to sign at least one new manufacturer. Declined to comment, no specific word as to who that manufacturer may be. Take your best guess. But then on the Door Bumper Clear podcast, a part of Dale Jr.'s Dirty Mo Media Network, Brett Griffin, Freddie Kraft, TJ Majors in the group were talking about this rumor, and let this little nugget slip, take it or leave it.
Adam Stern reported that NASCAR has made significant progress recently to sign a new manufacturer.
And Honda.
Brett, can you clear your throat again?
A little bit louder.
Brett, did you just get a Civic?
No, I did not.
It's hard to read too much into that. To me, it kind of sounds like they're just joking around, like, oh, what if Honda? Like, oh, Honda would be great, right? It seems realistic. I'm not going to assume they know everything that's going on behind the scenes. I do think Honda is probably the safest bet. I think for the longest time, if any new manufacturer was going to enter NASCAR, I think Honda had to be at or very near the top of the list. Just from a financial perspective, how widespread the brand is, how big they are in America. Honda's always made a lot of sense. They have the Honda Accord or the Honda Civic that could easily slide into the Cup or Xfinity Series. Honda's involved in IndyCar. Honda's always made a ton of sense. So it's not surprising to hear them say that, but I don't know how seriously to take that. They just might be fueling the rumor even further. I don't know. But here's the thing I do want to make clear. Anyone who's suggesting that we'll see a new manufacturer in the Cup Series or really any NASCAR series next year, like 2022, I don't think there's any truth to that. I don't think there's any way we see a new manufacturer as soon as 2022. Now, 2023? 2024, especially if this new manufacturer jumps straight into the Cup Series, which with the next gen car, I think they probably would. I think it's very likely. It's going to take a couple of years at least, but by 2023, 2024, yes, we could see a new manufacturer like Honda in the NASCAR Cup Series. And the reason I mentioned that all-electric series rumor or the report that NASCAR is working on plans to potentially develop one is because I think these two stories fit together perfectly. You look around, the news these days, nearly every major car manufacturer has made some sort of pledge to go either all-electric or mostly electric in the next 10 or 20 years, Honda being one of them. So manufacturers are looking towards building electric cars, making their street vehicles that they sell to consumers like you and me primarily electric vehicles in the not so distant future. That's a clear industry focus right now. So I think there's a very real chance in the next 2, 3, or 4 years that we will see a manufacturer like Honda enter not only the NASCAR Cup Series, they'll bring the Accord or something over and develop their own NASCAR Cup Series engine for that, but they'll simultaneously join the all-new startup NASCAR E-Series or Electric NASCAR, whatever they're going to call it, Electric Boogaloo, I don't know. I think that's what we may start to see. And Honda very well may not be the only one. I think Ford, Chevy, and Toyota very likely will enter into whatever this electric series is as well. And then other manufacturers, many not even American, a lot of European manufacturers that are involved in the Formula E series overseas. I think you'll see some of them turn their head and perhaps take a look at NASCAR. I mean, Tesla. You could see Tesla join the electric NASCAR series. Now, I don't think Tesla joins the NASCAR Cup Series. They may exclusively go to this electric series if it comes to fruition. But I just don't think you can ignore the writing on the wall. The future of the automotive industry, at least right now, appears to be with electric motors, especially in their smaller, compact sedan style cars, electric. That's the focus. And so I think these reports of NASCAR working on an electric companion series, along with these rumors that a new manufacturer is close to signing a deal with NASCAR, close to opening up their own race team or teams, I think they go hand in hand together. I think they will very closely align with one another, and that's what's going to be really interesting to follow over the coming months and years. Again, I don't think there's any way we see Honda or another manufacturer in NASCAR in 2022. I think 2023, 2024, it's possible. And I think it's possible because with the next gen car being basically a spec car, everyone's getting the chassis and a lot of the key parts from the same suppliers, any new manufacturer would really only have to develop their own engine package. And that's another reason I don't think there's any way a manufacturer joins next year, because in just a few years, NASCAR is going to completely overhaul the engine package they have now. So there's no sense in Honda jumping into the Cup Series next year, only to build a brand new engine, develop it, and have it be rendered completely obsolete just a couple of years later. This would be a total waste of money. I mean, I don't know what's in Honda's budget. Maybe they have money to burn. I have no idea, but it doesn't seem like a smart business decision. It makes a whole lot more sense for a new manufacturer to wait a couple more years, wait until that new engine package is released, revealed, to then begin mounting their NASCAR Cup Series efforts. I do believe we will see new manufacturers in the NASCAR Cup Series here in the next several years. Within the decade, I think we will see at least one, maybe two new manufacturers join NASCAR, but I don't think it happens next year. And I also wouldn't be surprised if they join not only NASCAR, but the NASCAR, not the iRacing, the electric NASCAR series. I think this electric NASCAR series is going to be huge for business if it does, in fact, become a reality. It still sounds like it's in the early development stages, but I'm really glad NASCAR is focusing on that. You can't deny that the automotive industry is all focused on electric vehicles. NASCAR is an automotive racing series. They have to adapt with the industry, so I'm happy to see them being somewhat proactive, at least in this department. But let me know what you guys think. Would you like to see an electric NASCAR series? Do you think teams like Penske, Joe Gibbs, Haas, Hendrick, do you think they'll dip down and open an electric race team? What manufacturers would you like to see join NASCAR? Which manufacturers do you think are the most realistic at this point? Leave your comment down in the comment section below. That's the focus of this episode. Thank you all for watching. That's all I've got to talk about. I gotta hit the road. I gotta be in Florida by this afternoon. So I better get moving. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. We talk NASCAR news, rumors, predictions, reactions, all that kind of stuff every single day, every single week. As always, a big thank you to my amazing Patreon supporters as well. I'll be back this weekend with more content. I've still got to edit together my NASCAR Hall of Fame video and maybe some other surprises for y'all in the next few days. Thank you all for the support. I'll see you again very soon.